you grew up in the South Side Projects in Chicago, correct?
Yeah.
And so, and you've had an incredibly successful career in both politics and business. And has the racism you've experienced over the years, has it diversified in different circles? Has it changed? How has your experience been?
I would say that I read a comment, a letter from a friend of mine who's actually a college president in Boston, African-American, who said, among other things, that he'd been called the N-word in every city and every state he'd ever worked in. And I think we've all had that experience. I remember being called. I came to Massachusetts when I was 14 on a scholarship to go to Milton Academy, which was a radical change in my surroundings and experiences. I don't remember a time going off campus in those days when I wasn't called a name or sometimes made to feel physically threatened. But I was called that by a faculty on campus at the time as well, who thought he was being familiar and funny. I have not had experiences that were as physically hurtful or as devastating, of course, as what we saw in the videotaped killing of George Floyd a couple of weeks ago. But I've been involved in those cases. I have litigated those cases against police officers and departments, both as head of the Justice Department and when I was an attorney working in private practice or at the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. And, every one of us knows the experience of being stopped while driving, especially if it's a nice car in a white neighborhood. I was pulled over sitting in the passenger seat in a black SUV with a black driver when I was governor of the Commonwealth. And that black driver was a plainclothes state police officer.
Wow. So, in the city?
What's that?
Were you in the city?
I wasn't in the city of Boston, but on the Mass Pike.
Present